Live. We are live, guys. Live at 8 p.m. Central Time. If you guys hear the cops, they're coming for us, so we're gonna have to make the show quick. Hey, welcome to the Texas Rider Show. This is episode 14. How is everybody doing today? Hope all is well. Hey, Mothership Motorsports and Wizards World, we are in the house tonight.
How are you?
And
cheers with the beers.
Oh,
cheers with the
I already
beers.
killed mine. I gotta get another. Hold on.
Oh, he has to get another one. Hold on. Pause the show. Pause the show.
Jeez, I wasn't ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
All right.
Cheers. I don't have one today.
Nope. Cheers.
There
Games go to hell.
That's probably if I keep going the way I'm doing. All right.
All right. What's up? Oh, let me get the. I didn't even pop out my chat. Nothing. God, I'm way behind.
Nothing. Nobody's here. It says 3 watching. I guess we scared them away with the cop sounds. So.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, they're running for the border.
Yep. Cool. So,
we'll fucking bullshit. I mean,
I thought it was 3 minutes into it before we start cussing. No, I'm kidding. There's Kathleen.
Oh yeah. Hey, you need to send me one of those at least.
Kathleen is in the house as always. Sweet.
Oh, Kathleen, you know you are our best supporter.
She's our number 1 fan.
Yep, she is. She's our number 1 fan.
That's right.
Hello, Kathleen.
She said, "You scared me. I had you on, but watching TV. Wow. Hi. LOL."
Yeah, well, you know, I scare people. I make all the women cry.
I think we all do with that stuff going on.
Hey.
So how is everybody doing?
How are you doing, Kathleen?
Cool.
Are you selling some stuff?
Yeah, how's the jewelry making doing and the selling?
I saw her that she made something else the other day. It was kind of similar to your bracelet, I think.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Actually, Kathleen, I think you're not our number 1 fan. You're our only fan.
Yeah, please, right?
Everybody else that comes is related to us.
Hey, at least we got people watching, right?
That's right.
So
your voice back. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, definitely good. So, Dwayne, how was your week? Did you
find
anything on?
It was pretty slow at the beginning of the week. I didn't buy.
You didn't buy?
No, didn't buy.
That's 2 weeks in a row, man.
I know. I'm starting to trend. So, but today I did sell a bike. I sold my bike. I sold Trudy.
So you're the one that you go from your house to work.
Yeah, the one that I can ride.
It. So what are you gonna do now? You're a commuter, right?
Well, I've got 2 1400s that I'm putting together. So, and I'm just waiting on batteries to come for those. So,
cool.
I'll be able to ride those here pretty soon. But I sold Trudy. So,
man.
Speaking of that, do you guys have names for your bikes?
Mine's Old Blue. Well, my wife calls my bike the Mistress because she's like, you're gonna ride your Mistress now, huh?
Right.
Yeah, I sure am.
What about you, Jim? Do you ever name your bikes?
No. Well, the Harley that I had that I gave James that had the stars and stripes, I called it the United States of Harley Davidson because the stars were Harley logos.
Yeah, that was really cool. I remember I saw the picture of that.
That was a sick bike.
And actually, don't you have a great picture of it on your dang it.
On Backroad Bikers.
Backroad Bikers, yeah. Bikers. Man, that's a good bike. I would have bought that bike from you.
Yeah, Marie's in the house.
You could have had it. You could have had it $5,000.
Ooh.
I probably would have paid for it, but you guys got your bikes before your new bikes, so you traded in for. I was ready. So
yeah.
Hey, Marie, how are you?
Hi, Marie.
Hey, Marie, how's it going? Hope all is well.
Well, Dragonfly's not going to be on. Dragonfly's not going to be on tonight. She's a little bit under the weather, so she's sleeping.
Hope
man,
hope all
I'm
is
sorry to
well.
hear that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of news today, like that rally we were gonna have next week. We're gonna postpone our show for. Actually, Wizard just told me before the show started that they're gonna go ahead and cancel it. They're gonna postpone it till when was the date?
September 3rd through the 5th.
As
Labor Day.
Yeah, so as everybody knows, at least in Texas, we're in code red right now. Everybody to stay home order. So
Well, at least Harris County's code red.
Harris County. So it's all
Yeah,
those bars.
I think July 1st we're supposed to go back under the you can't go anywhere without a mask, and if you're not essential, stay home. So
Yeah. So we were gonna cancel the show, but next week we're gonna probably, hopefully, have a special guest. Just not us three guys.
whoa,
So hopefully spice it up a little bit. What
man,
happened?
what's in the water in Oregon? Good hell, Marie's both her daughters are pregnant now. Man,
Wow.
you got to get that water checked.
Right? That's right.
That's good. Congratulations, Marie. That's awesome.
Yes,
I can
congratulations.
see that one video, the little clip of when your first daughter told you about your first grandchild there, and that was, you're like, what? Who? I thought that was funny. She's like, who?
That's right.
So,
How about you, Wizard? What's going on for you this week? Have you been working on your bike? I know I was over last weekend putting your new headlight in.
he's not listening.
Oh,
You
yeah,
there? Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
I am. All right. So my son James came over and we did install my LED headlight with the halo ring on it, and we got it done. It rained on us a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. And I had an easy up tent that we put over us just to make sure. And we had a lot of fun putting it in. And I think you have a clip of it or a little bit to show how you can control the LED lights with the video with the iPhone app.
Yeah, and also so in the video you'll actually hear the rain dropping, so it's not static or anything like that. It's just rain, or it just
Pounding on you, huh?
or it just rained on us, So
Well, you do live in Texas, so
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so much pop-up showers going on.
yeah.
And if anybody wants to see what the app looks like, there's the app for the
It just looks like a circle with
yep,
another
it's a
circle.
circle, and you got some colors down at the bottom that you can press, and it'll turn it off and on. You got a little off and on button up here at the top.
That's right. Let me see if I can bring up the video here. All right, where are you? There you are. Sharing the
And
screen.
speaking of that, next week we may have a special guest.
Yeah, that's
So,
what I was saying. Special guest.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
And instead of just us three, kind of hanging out, we'll actually have somebody. We're not gonna, it's not guaranteed yet. We're trying to work out the details now. So, I think it'd be fun, kind of hanging out, having a good time. So make
Yeah.
sure you join us. But here's
Yeah,
the
that'd be
clip.
cool. Like I said, we're going to even up the Suzuki versus Harley crowd here.
Now it's gonna, instead of being 2 against 1, now it's gonna be 2 and 2.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
2 against 2 and 2.
And Dwayne, yeah. So Dwayne won't feel left out. But
I don't feel
hopefully one of these days he'll get a Harley. So.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
If he keeps making money on these different bikes that he keeps selling,
true.
He'll be
You
able
should
to pay
take that.
cash for it.
Yeah, exactly. You buy
Yeah.
anything he wants.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. All right, let's
So-
see this video. Sorry. to
So
interrupt.
that's right. So real quick, he already had a Harley Davidson headlight already in there. It was an LED. It was the Daybreaker. So what he did, if you watch in the video, it shows the old one, us taking it out, of course, and then the difference is that this is called the Belt and Roads, but it has the halo on it. It looks just like the Harley one, but a lot cheaper, definitely. So just keep that in mind
before you
if you watch
start
the
this,
video.
what did you do with the other one? Are you keeping it or
Yeah,
you selling
I'll
it?
keep it as a backup, or I'll sell it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just in case. Now this is a test period for these lights, and I
Sure.
just installed mine today at my house, and I did a video on that. But just keep in mind we have spares just in case
Yeah.
this doesn't
Oh,
work
that makes
out.
sense. I was just curious.
But here we go. Here, there's the It's called Happy Lighting. So you turn it on. There's the light,
Wow.
and it's bright, man. This will blind you.
Yeah, it looks pretty bright, actually.
The cool thing is, like I was telling you, Dwayne, you can increase the lighting. That's what he's doing right now.
Uh-huh.
He's increasing the lighting to if it's too bright, overpowering
Now,
whatever
is
else.
the color just the halo, or does the bulbs in the center also?
No, just the halo.
Just the halo. Okay, cool.
And you can run with the halo on, or you can run it with it off.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing about what we did, and it explains in the video, is we wired it directly to the battery. Now, when you wire it to the battery, there's no on and off switch that we put in between it. Now you can, like in the video, I'll tell you, hey, look, instead of cutting the wires in the harness, trying to figure out what's the accessory wire to turn on when you turn the switch on, with the app, you can turn it on and off, or you can put another separate switch between your battery and the actual light itself with the halo.
So is there a module that's on the bike that obviously there is something that your
Yeah.
phone talks to, right?
Yes.
Is that
there's
like under the seat or something, or is it behind the light? Or?
There's a Bluetooth module that is on the bike that's up underneath the seat, and it talks to the light.
Gotcha. Okay, that's really cool. Hey, Mr. GRD, how are you?
So the cool thing is, like, let's say you're an officer and you have your flashing headlights. This can pulsate, flash, do anything you want. So if you want to flash two different colors, like a red and blue at the same time, simultaneously, you could do that, or whatever color you want. That'd be kind of something to do. I mean,
And
I
now,
wouldn't recommend.
did you say that you can match it to like music or a beat
Yeah.
or something? It'll.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
So
can add the music also.
right, it'll
I
pulsate to the
think
music.
that would be, like I was telling James, I think that would be perfect at like a rally or something, like where you're parking your bike and people are looking at it, and you can turn your bike, put some music on,
Yep.
some old Southern rock or something, and let it just, flash to that. That'd be cool.
Yep.
And then the cool thing too is that LED light. Now the newer ones, the actual light that we put on our underneath the tank and stuff. It's not ours isn't Bluetooth enabled, but they have them new where you can actually do the same thing with that too. So if you get a combination of both the headlight and your running lights and stuff flashing with the beat, that'd be kind of something different at the rallies and stuff. So
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure, that would be cool.
So
Flash,
you buy me
white,
buy
blue,
me
right?
the Bluetooth one for my birthday.
what was that again? I didn't hear that.
You're buying me the new Bluetooth LEDs for my birthday, so I can put them on.
I don't know.
Well, okay, I just thought I'd throw that out there.
But they do. That means we'd have to run all new wires again. So,
Okay, but it'd be easier the second time.
yeah, after we know what we're doing, right?
Uh-huh.
And we've done a bunch of clips on that, so it took, what would you say, about 2 or 3 hours to do that whole video, I guess,
Yeah,
after everything.
and because we were doing the video, it took longer.
Yeah, it always takes longer. I mean, actually, today, it was probably about an hour after recording and everything, but all in all, just to put the headlight in, we plugged it in, put the light in, it probably took 20 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without having the halo on there. And then tonight I'm gonna roll my bike out there in the street and do a comparison. So I might have a comparison video, at least to show you guys live next week.
All right. So what's the name of this place? The light that you got?
Belt and Roads.
BELT and Road,
Yes.
and it's on Amazon. So if you don't,
Like roads like where you drive or like
Yeah.
roads? Okay.
no road like you drive,
Okay.
Right. So
and
I'm
if you
pretty
just
sure
type
they-
it in on there, Belton Road LED headlights, it'll bring them up.
Okay. Cool. And you
Yeah.
don't have an affiliate link or anything for them, so you wouldn't.
No.
Not yet.
not yet. We're getting there.
Well, hurry
We're
up
getting
so
there.
that when I order mine, you can get a kickback.
There you go. A whole $2.50. Woohoo!
Hey,
No, hey, it's
Hey, you
something,
know
right?
what? Those $2.50 add up. let me
Hey,
tell you.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. So. Oh, it looks like Dragonfly's in the house, huh?
No,
I guess
I don't
that's-
see her.
Oh.
Kathleen was just
They're
saying.
just saying hi to Dragonfly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's not, Dragonfly's
okay,
not
gotcha.
feeling good, so she's laying down.
Oh, got you. So
Cool.
what do we have to talk about today, guys? First let's talk about parts. I know we were talking about that last night. Basically, where Dwayne, I mean, I know you have a different bike than what we do, but
Sure.
basically they have different ones, like Amazon, of course, that have different types of bikes and all that. But we're just kind of giving everybody a general idea
Sure.
what's good and what you have bought from the companies and what you think about them.
Yeah. I bought from quite a few different companies since I've been, working on these bikes. I always needing something.
Yeah.
And for the Suzuki's, there's quite a few pretty good parts houses. There's the Suzuki Parts House is one that I use a lot. It's I can't remember who runs that one. Babbitt's, I think.
Oh, okay.
But one that's for any bike that I bought my tires from and stuff is JP Cycle.
Oh,
JP
JP.
Cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. JP Cycles too has Harley parts, and so that's
Yeah.
all around
Yeah.
general bike. And I use JP also too.
And
Real
their customer service was really good during the first wave of the virus here. They were doing free shipping on everything, so that's when I bought my tires. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I really J&P was a good one. Another good one that a lot of people use is Revzilla.
Yep.
Partzilla.
Now when I had my 2000 Dyna, the Revzilla, I bought my drive belt because it was like $60 cheaper than J&P or any other ones.
Yeah, absolutely. What I usually do is I'll go to either let's see, what is it? Suzuki Parts Monster. They have the blow up. What do you call those?
Oh, schematics.
Schematics. Yeah, the blow up
Right.
schematics, and find the part number. And from there, I go to a couple of different sites and find, brand. What do you call it? God, I'm struggling. Cross reference.
Yeah.
For different, not just Suzuki part numbers, any other
Right.
part number.
And I use the schematics too. Yeah, I use schematics too to like, oh shoot, it's been a while since I had this part taken apart, and I'm like, oh, if I don't remember, I can just go there, and it has a blow up of, like you said, everything, and I'm like, oh, okay, this part goes here, so you don't forget anything. Real quick, Carol has a question she actually wants to ask.
Okay.
Says, do Harley owners and Japanese bike owners get along? Well, our show, we're good, right?
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, no. You know what? I have no. I figure two wheels are two wheels.
And that's the thing too is
Everybody has their choice, their opinion on what's good and what's not, or whatever. So
Okay.
and when we're riding too, I mean, Wizard probably feels the same way, but when I'm riding, it doesn't matter what kind of bike you have. In fact, my neighbor that I ride with has a Kawasaki, so
Sure.
it doesn't matter who we ride with, crotch rocket, even crotch rockets are they want to ride with us.
I'm the oldest guy here, and I've been riding probably 50 plus years, and I will tell you that I have owned Harleys, I've owned Yamahas, and I've owned Hondas, and I've owned crotch rockets, and I've owned cruisers. Doesn't matter. It's the matter that you love to ride.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. It's all about the two wheels, I think.
Well, in my case, 3 wheels.
Well, you started at two wheels. You just needed training wheels on the front, so you put
For
another wheel there.
Maybe 2 weeks, and then it got switched over. Carol has a second question.
What's
Is
that?
with Dwayne, did you buy a bike this week?
You know what,
So,
Carol? I did not. You missed the beginning. I did not buy a bike second week in a row.
right.
But I did sell a bike, so I'm down to
He sold
four
his
bikes.
commuter.
Yeah,
Right.
I sold the one I ride to work every day. So I made about $1,400 in profit on that.
See,
So
you could take that 1400, put it away, sell some other stuff. Man, by that time you should be able to get a something that's pretty comfortable, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Then you
Well,
could
we'll
say,
see.
look, I got my jet bike and I got my Harley bike, you know.
Oh, I have plenty of bikes, Carol. It's not that I have no bike. I have four bikes. I went from five to four. So, um, but yeah, no, I sold a bike. I did not buy a bike.
Yeah. Yeah, she said don't leave out Indians either, you know.
Yeah, Indians. They got purchased by what Victory or
Polaris, right?
Polaris. Polaris
Yeah,
owns them now.
Polaris, right.
So they're making a comeback. I doubt
Actually, I
they'll
just
ever
saw
be what they
one.
once were because
Yeah.
they were kind of the old the old school stuff. But it's coming back. I think they're cool. They look great. I've never ridden one, but they look great.
They sound good too. I mean, but they sound more. They don't sound like the. Of course, Harley. The new Harleys don't sound like my old Harley. You know, when I had that
Wow.
2000, it's a lot different because that's the
Right.
new, the new motors they have. Same thing with Indian. The older Indians don't sound like the newer ones. You know, but didn't I think it was Indian that was the first one to actually make Harley Davidson. I mean, not Harley Davidson, but motorcycles. And then I think Harley Davidson came out in 1904, right? When the
I
1901
don't
was Indian,
remember.
I
I
think.
don't remember my history that way. The Rolls Royce of bikes. Carol wants to know what's the Rolls Royce of bikes.
Oh shoot.
You know what? That really comes down to personal preference, I think. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
talking about the ultimate cruiser bike or the ultimate crotch rocket, or, I mean, everybody's going to have a different opinion, I think, on that.
Well,
Okay,
see,
I shared a screen for Dwayne in
you
his
know,
area. There you go.
what I would say is the a lot of the
That
touring
one right
bikes.
there, Dwayne.
What
Which
I
one?
say is like Rolls Royce would say is like the touring bike, you know, meaning like my Dyna was like felt like I was driving like a Nissan compared to what I'm driving now,
Right,
and
sure.
it was like night and day. It's like almost I can go for thousands of miles on the bike I have now compared to the one I have. So, but I'm thinking, any kind of like cruiser, like a Honda Gold Wing, anything that's really comfortable, you can go a long ways. That's probably
So
like
what's
your
what's the
luxury.
highest end Harley? Is it the Road King?
No,
Yeah, the Road
there's
King. The Road King is one of the top of the line Harleys.
I mean, that's like, yeah, the ultimate touring
yeah,
bike.
but I thought you
Right?
had the Ultimate Limited Low was pretty expensive, wasn't it? That you had
Yeah,
that
the
2015,
Ultra Limited Low was the top of the line Harley. I had that one.
and it was fully loaded. It had CB radio, all kinds of
I know.
stuff, you know.
When I heard the one that had the air conditioning, I'm thinking, what in the hell? What? Why does a bike have air conditioning? Okay.
I haven't heard that one.
I haven't either.
But the cool thing
Those
about,
Gold Wings
oh
have.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
What
Goldwing does, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
and the cool thing is just something we can talk about too is they now have heated grips for motorcycles too. So
Oh yeah. Of
Oh,
course.
they've had those for a long time.
Yeah, they've had it
yeah,
for a long time.
but I just they're
No,
kind
you're
of
not
getting
asking.
a little styler too. So
No, you're fine, Carol. I mean, it's nice to have somebody ask questions. She says
yeah,
you have to be asking girly questions.
yeah, we need that to kind of spice
Yeah.
up our
Okay.
show
Here you
here.
go. That's a good one for Jim. Jim, have you ever had a sidecar?
No, but I've ridden a bike with a sidecar, but I've never ridden in the sidecar.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that would be actually. Is it weird? I mean,
Yes,
I imagine turning is tough. With a
cornering is harder than a three wheeler,
Yeah, I bet it
Oh
is.
wow.
regular three wheeler, because that sidecar wants to come up when you go into the corners, and you're
Sure.
leaning in there, and it just doesn't lean.
Well,
Uh,
and turning to the right, wouldn't that even be harder because you're turning
Yeah.
against that cart?
Exactly.
I've always wanted, since my father-in-law is disabled, I always wanted to put an attachment sidecar just so he
There
can,
you go.
because he used to ride, just like we did, until he had this thing going on. But I always wanted to put a sidecar in to where he's able to ride and just put him back into the seat like he's driving again, and maybe get one of those fake steering wheels, you know, where he's riding and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There you
You know
go.
what?
You know?
There you go. You need to make that happen. Get him get an old Indian, or not an old Indian, but an Indian, because that's what he had, and put a sidecar on for him.
Yeah, his brother actually has this old Indian.
Has his
So
old Indian. Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Was it a Scout
No, I don't think.
or
I
a
think it was
Chief?
a higher. I think it was higher than the Scout. I think it's a Chief maybe. But he
Hey,
said that thing was quick.
Chance D's in the house. Hey, Chance.
Hey,
Nope,
Chance.
Chance. He just came downstairs and
Hey, how's it going, man? It's been a while. How's everything going with your bike, man?
he
Hope
sold
all
it.
is well.
Remember?
Oh, that's right, he did.
He's trying.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That's right.
He's trying to talk me out of my bike now. One of my 1400s. He keeps calling it his.
Yeah. Well, what you could do is do the whole maintenance on it and then have him drive it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I figured. I'd own it. He could drive it. You know, he could put all the money into it and fix it, and it'd still be mine. That works for me.
There you go. Have him pay insurance,
Oh.
right?
So basically, she was asking about the spiders and the Can-Ams and like that. The problem with those,
yeah.
the problem with those are almost like driving a car, and the
Yeah.
rear wheel's a thing. So you can't lean into turns and stuff like that. If you guys remember what my bike looks like, I don't know if you have a picture of it, James, but my bike, you can lean into the curves even though it's a three-wheeler.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, the actual wheels turn. Yeah.
yeah. They lean.
They lean with the turn. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Yeah, those Can-Ams, those three-wheeled with the two in the front and one in the back. We actually did a show about the ones that are made here in Utah, the Vander or something.
The Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilts? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're kind of they're like that. They're very
They seem like the soapbox, like they used to build and make, you know, go down the little ramp, you know. That's what it reminds me of.
I was thinking it was like the old school Formula One racers, but then they put one wheel on the back instead of two. Vanderhall, that's right. Vanderhalls. That's what
Vanderhall.
So,
And then the
All right.
the what?
so what about the new tools? I bought a battery jumper cable for the bike, so we're not
yeah.
going to be stuck again.
Yeah,
So-
after that, man, I'm trying to switch new insurance, man.
So,
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the
and
one I have.
I've had another one of these that was a different brand. It was supposed to be the top of the line brand that I got, and it was a piece of junk. I tried to jump something with it, and it fried the cables. Well, this one is what I got, and it's made by Harley Davidson, right here, and it's got a port right here that you plug in your charging ports here, cables, and I'll show you the cables here in just a minute. It also has where you have a USB port out, and it also has a USB port in where you can that's where you charge it. It's charged by USB, so you can charge your phone off of this if you need to. This also has a light. You can see that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got anybody in the house have any questions? I have a couple questions. One is, how many jumps can you do on one charge?
Yeah.
What does it? So let's say you charge it, and you know you jump the first motorcycle. How many does it tell you? How many you can jump after that instead of having to put it back on the charger?
They said you can jump up to 50 bikes.
Wow. That's
Okay.
cool.
And so there's the jumper cables, what they look like, and that's how it plugs in right here,
Oh, so that plugs right into that.
right into that port.
That port.
And of course, they're color coded so that us smart guys can know which color goes where.
Right.
So, do they have any extra connections too, like for the clamps on both sides? Where, like, let's say when we were at the dealership, how you can jump it off that.
Yeah, you can use these clamps to jump it off like that.
Okay.
Off the
remember-
starter bolt.
Off the starter bolt.
Yes.
Right. You remember
And
last
it
week
also
we were showing
it also came with like on James's bike and my bike, we have a cigarette lighter that's a charging port. So we can use the cigarette lighter and charging port and charge it up with this cable right here and
Yeah.
charge it up. So I'll be keeping this in my bike in case I run across it. If I don't need it, it's money well saved,
For sure.
just in case.
you. So,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
because if you're at a rally and, you know, someone's talking, hey, man, my bike's dead. Hey, is there anybody that has jumper cables? Boom, you got it. And
Sure.
to let everybody know, how much was that bad boy?
It was $129 plus tax, but I got it for $100 because I had $45 off on at the dealership where I get it with the dealership extra bucks that I had.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. For Father's Day, my kids all pitched in and got me a trickle charger, a floating
nice.
trickle charger from Schumacher. So that'll come in handy for sitting in the garage when the batteries are starting to get low or whatever.
So is that one of those smart
Speaking
chargers?
of trickle chargers, James, is your bike on the charger?
Nope, not yet.
Never learn.
So,
Yeah.
I know, right? So what ended up? I mean, I told you guys already, but just you know, they changed the battery out and they did the voltage regulator. That's basically what it was. It's what they said. So
They also took the primary case off and looked at the stator and made sure that it was good and everything was good there.
So I just started it today after replacing that battery, and it's still at 14 volts. So
Nice.
everything's good so far. I won't know anything until I ride it again. So
And when's your next ride scheduled since your rally got canceled?
Well, we'll probably
Well,
ride next Saturday.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll probably ride next Saturday just to get out because it's been about
Shit,
a couple
I
weeks.
can't ride now. I gotta fix a bike so that I
Yeah,
can
you actually
get on the
you actually
road.
gotta, yeah, you actually gotta fix something now, don't you?
Hey.
Yep.
No, that's
Right.
good.
So another topic we wanted to talk about, you were telling us, Dwayne, last week or yesterday, was the height. I remember one of
Oh
your
yeah,
1400s was a little wobbly when you were trying to ride it,
yeah.
and we had
So
suggested some maybe having uh, like a lowering kit we were going to talk
yeah,
about.
yeah, absolutely. So the 800 Suzuki I had, you sit pretty low, and it's a very stable bike. I mean, it's not you don't feel um, the least bit wobbly. Now the 1400 just sit a little bit higher, and you have a higher center of gravity, so it's a little more wobbly. It's something I will probably have to get used to. But they do make lowering kits, which is basically a shock, shorter shock, or depending on if what kind of rear swing arm you have, you can do it that way. But the shocks are usually the easiest, and then you can also drop the seat a little bit if you relocate some of the electronics that are on my bike. So,
The easiest way they have on what you're talking about, Dwayne, is
Uh-huh.
the lowering kit that they talk about. It's you pull your bottom shock off, and there is a bracket that you put on there, and it usually has 3 different spots on that bracket. And depending on how far back you put that bracket towards the back, that lowers the shock. So if your shock is here and you move it to the back right here, it lowers the whole bike by
Gotcha.
that much.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, I'll have to ride the 1400 a little bit more, but I had definitely realized how much higher the center of gravity is on that bike.
And
I
also
haven't done the
depends.
measurement. Jim told me about measure from the seat to the seat to the ground and kind of compare that way.
Yeah, that's what we did on the Sportster when I got it too. Was I put lower shocks on there, and then we changed the seat up, and we put. And what makes a difference too is the front tire. Depending on if you're running a 21 inch or a 19, if you want stabilization, the 21 inch is a little different, especially when you're going a little faster.
Right, and see, and the 800 had the 21-inch skinny tire, and the 1400 has the 19-inch wider tire.
Yeah.
Not a fat tire, but much wider than the
Sure.
little skinny tire on the 800.
Okay.
So yeah, that's something that I've got to look into. I haven't done a lot of riding on the 1400s. I have 2 of them, and I'm working on getting them running. I actually took the one that Chance calls his. I took it down to the gas station to fill it up with gas today, and I'm having a hard time with the. So on the 1400, it has one cable. The throttle cable comes out of the throttle and goes down, and right at the apex of the bike, it splits into 2 because it has 2 carburetors, and it keeps separating there. I mean, I got a brand new throttle cable, but it keeps separating. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. The last couple of times I went for riding it, I'd get about quarter of a mile from home, and then I'd go whoop, and I'd have no throttle.
Oh my goodness.
so the first time I pushed it. The second time I started it in gear and used my hand to push the throttle
push it up.
Finger
yeah.
to get it home.
That's a good thing. I didn't think you wanted to start walking with that thing either, did you?
No, man, that bike's quite a bit heavier than the 800. Yesterday I thought, I'm fat and out of shape and old, so when I got done pushing that bike in the heat, I was ready to die.
So how do you think you're gonna fix that issue right there that you have?
What we did is, okay, so like I said, it has one cable that comes up, and then there's a bracket inside the throttle cable that holds the other 2. So what we did is we ended up taping. What the problem was is that these would come out of the little bracket and then pop off. If nothing broke, it would just come loose. Okay. So what we did is we took those 2 and bent them in, and then put some tape on it to hold them in to that little bracket. So we'll see how that works out for now.
Or you can do a tie wrap at least.
I don't know what it looks like, but instead of tape, because tape comes unstuck after a while, I'd use zip ties.
Yeah, zip tie.
Yeah, we tried it. We actually tried a zip tie. There's not enough to bite on it.
Oh, okay.
It's just got a very little, just a little bit. So there wasn't a whole lot to bite. But we did try zip ties, and that didn't work.
Well, you can get wider zip ties too.
Yeah, we might try that. We'll see how this works for now. Because basically, all I have to do is hold the tips in a little bit. Because all they do is when they fold out, then they pop out of the bracket. So if I can just keep them from, there's very little stress pushing them out. It's just when you go on the wick, it pulls it.
Yeah,
I know what you're doing, Dwayne. I already see what your problem is. You're just trying to rev it up too rough.
Trying to pop them wheelies.
That's what it is, man. You're trying to just pop the clutch and pop the wheel, aren't you? Yeah, just be easy with the clutch. Treat it like a nice woman.
Yeah.
Quit trying to pop the wheelies with your size.
Man, if I popped wheel, I'd probably end up on my ass for sure.
I know, right? So when you're talking about the bracket, because like the Sportster has 2 ends that come up. You have your throttle in, throttle out. That kind of rocks, right? When you're doing the throttle. So right where the end one is, it's like a tube that comes straight up, and that's what holds the wire in. Is yours something kind of similar to that?
So mine comes out of the control on the top and goes down, and right on top, like right under the tank. That's where it hooks and splits to 2. So there's a little bracket that has like 2 little indents on each side, and it has a hole in the middle. And the hole in the middle is the main throttle, and then the ones on the side are the ones to each carburetor. Oh, and it just keeps pulling it out of that damn little bracket.
So is there? I mean, it wouldn't do that from the factory. I mean, I'm just wondering why it would do. Is it because the cable's too long, you think, or is
it might be an adjustment in the cable that I haven't got right.
Oh, okay.
Or I may have when I bought a new cable, maybe it was just a little bit wider than the other one or something, where those cables could come out.
So when we're going a little bit back to the places where you buy the parts, was it like J&P? I mean, when you typed it in, did you type in
see where I got that?
Okay.
I think I bought that on eBay or Amazon, one or the other. I mean, it was a known brand. It wasn't some Chinese knockoff. It was a Motion something.
Okay, because I know, I'm just saying, some of the knockoffs, you
Yeah,
don't
no,
want to
no,
be
it was a
suspect, so.
pretty decent brand. It was a pretty decent brand. And the first time it happened, I couldn't figure it out because the guy that owned the bike before me, there was a clamp that goes over the top that holds the two pieces that snap together.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
bracket that holds those together. Well, he had that turned around and was holding the wire down or something.
Oh wow.
And I didn't know that until I looked at my other bike. And I'm like, what the hell? Why is that one? Oh, he had turned it around. So I
Yeah.
finally turned it around and
Turn it the right way, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
That's
put
cool.
it that way. So
Guys, what's next on our agenda?
No, I was gonna say, did you have any more thoughts, Wizard, on like what you did and stuff like that, or any show and tell stuff?
Well, not anything more other than what you're editing for me, and he's going to post it on our TexasRider.com, TXRider.com.
Yeah, don't forget
our YouTube page.
Yeah, don't forget. I actually have a group now. I mean, I'm still keeping Texas Rider on the Facebook, but I also have a group now that's the TX Rider on Facebook. So just keep that in mind. Don't forget to subscribe and stuff like that on there. So.
And also subscribe to Mothership Others Motorsports and Backroad Bikers.
Absolutely. Oh, Kathleen wants to know, did anybody go riding this week?
I haven't rode in 2 weeks. I actually got my bike. I got my bike back last week, so I didn't. Basically it kind of rained. It's been actually I wanted to ride this week, even to just work, and it's just going to Waller. It's just been raining all week, so didn't have time to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I rode mine day to day going to work and stuff, but I didn't go on a scenic ride by any means. So
yeah,
I've just been too busy. Honestly.
And then today, me having to get my wife a new battery and stuff like that for her car, and then I put my new headlight in. I can't wait to try my new headlight. It's definitely brighter than the other one was. That's for sure.
Right? Yeah, you'll have to show us that video.
And the cool thing, is I have the Pro Beam turn signals. And here's the way we were just talking about that before the show. And the reason why they're expensive too is there's a PC board inside, a chip, and it's the halo, and it's halo white. And then when you turn on your signal, the halo white goes away and it turns orange. Well, the middle part turns orange. And as soon as you let go of the turn signal, then it switches off and goes back to the halo. And
so it's a running light until you hit the blinker or whatever, and then it turns to the orange.
Yeah, you know how some of the newer cars, when you turn on a signal, the running lights will go away, but it will have this yellow light going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen that on the newer vehicles. Well, ours kind of like works that way. But anyway, when I put this in, turn on my light, and everything matches the same color instead of having the bright LED lights on the side and then have this halogen, in the middle.
Right.
So.
Which is more of a yellow color than the bright white LEDs.
Yeah. So everything matches on that end, and then as far as I'm almost finished basically customizing my bike. There's not much more I could do except for the stage 1 I want to do, but I'm going to get a shorter antenna, and then my foot pegs, I like the way the running boards look. It's more of a single line coming down, so I'm going to kind of match that, but other than that.
Okay, I shared a screen for you, James. Take a look.
What?
Right there, EverStart Max, lead battery.
Got a dog.
12 volts, 900
guy.
Cold can Apps, $129.
Wow, that's cool. I'm glad.
Okay. He's got a dog
I just thought I'd show that to you.
Yeah, but what, 1 year warranty on that crap?
No, it's a 3-year warranty.
Oh well, it is what it is. Can't take it back now.
That's why you always call your dad to find deals.
Not all the time.
Yeah, we got to check with Daddy.
Well, what was that echo?
Yeah, he's frozen.
No. My screen froze up.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yep.
See, that's what you get.
Trying to do too many things at once.
That's right. You're over here looking at batteries instead of doing the show here. No. But the see, where was I? There it is. Okay. Next on the list we were gonna talk about. Oh, he's gone.
He gone.
He gone with the win, baby. He's out.
That's
Maybe he's
right.
gonna switch to his other one. I guess we'll chit chat until he comes back, because we're gonna talk about the they rating this the fastest bagger around from BMW.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we
that crazy ass BMW.
Yeah.
So,
Do some little bit of research on
anybody
that.
have any questions in the chat?
Kathleen says she can't type anymore for some reason.
Yeah. Justin, he got for his Father's Day, he found out his other daughter's pregnant. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, Justin. I guess. I mean, your kids are older, so it's not too bad. It's not like she's 15 coming to you being pregnant. So.
Yep, that's true. That's a good thing, right?
But are you ready? But are you guys ready to be grandparents? That's the question. I mean, I'm ready. My son. Let's see. How old is my son? He's 27, and I'm ready for grandkids. You know. I mean.
Man, but you look too young. I mean, how old are you? You're in your 40s, right?
Well, yeah, my high 40s. I mean, I'll be 50 here in 6 months.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
So yeah, I know. But I'm an old geezer. But no, I'm ready. Me and my wife are ready for grandkids. So.
There you are. What's up? Your computer blocked up or what?
I had to change computers.
I see that. Is that your new computer that keep locking up?
It's the Apple.
Oh, that's why. It's an Apple product. You must got some bad apples.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. But then. Yep.
Yeah. See, Chance says it's not happening. That's good, Marie. I mean, that's cool that you're ready. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
What were you gonna ask him about the? We're gonna talk about that BMW bagger, right?
Yeah.
The Super 6 or whatever they're calling it. What do they call it? XS 900 or I don't remember what it's called. Something weird.
Something like that. It's supposed to be like the. I'll have to look it up here.
Supposed to. It was built just to put the Harley baggers down.
Yep. I mean, man, with this new, I'm not saying. I mean, like actually, right out of the gate, they seem pretty quick. You know, the street glides. You know, of course.
Sure.
When you start adding the, you know, the different accessories to it and all that, you know, make it faster. Of course, you know, stage 1. They have a stage 4 or 5, one of those. You know.
Yep. But you can make it really, really fast. Then you can put in a power commander. That helps. You can have it dynatuned, and that helps. There's a lot of different. You put stage 3 kits on them. That helps.
So
what does it get up when you do those kind of things? What kind of horsepower are they getting?
They're running. I'm not sure what the horsepower is on the Harleys outside of the CCs, but I would say that in average. Here, I'll tell you here in just a second.
Because I was just comparing it to that new BMW. I can't remember. I think it was 160 horsepower out of a bike. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it's the BMW K1600, which the one you're looking at, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so the engine size is a 1649 cc. It's a straight 6.
I got cars that have smaller engines.
The power is 118 kilowatts, which is 160 miles per hour, claimed at 7,750 RPM.
160 horsepower or RPM?
RPM. Oh, it says 160 horsepower, claimed at 7,000 at 7,750 RPM.
That's wow. That's
the torque. The torque is 129 foot-pounds.
And that ultimately, that's what you feel. I mean, you know, on a bike, that's what you really want to know is the torque, because I mean that's what you feel. That's the get up and go.
Right.
All right, the Harley has 80. The Milwaukee 8 engine that we have is 81 horsepower, and it's 86 horsepower and 114 CI at the rear wheel. So when you put a Dyna kit on it, when you put the Dynatune on it, and you put the Screaming Eagle kits on it, it'll push it up to over 100, probably 110
Well,
horsepower.
see, I see on here it says where you looking at your thing because it shows ours is 92.53 horsepower,
Okay, it may be. I was
and
looking at
then and then the 114, which is the next size engine, is the 114 is 100.57 horsepower.
So we're talking that BMW has 160. So
Oh yeah.
we're doubling up on your standard Honda.
So you
course-
probably
Of course,
you probably
the
have to be
BMW has 6 cylinders. Isn't that correct?
yeah, it's a straight six.
Yeah.
And
See,
you-
that's 4 more cylinders than the Harley.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general. I mean, whatever it takes to get that horsepower, it's got it, and that's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
And the thing too is you got to remember about weight too. It's probably a lot lighter, just like the Gold Wings are so fast because they're so light. You know, of course they
Right.
have 6 cylinders on them too.
You know.
But I think in order for you to kind of even compete probably with that BMW with the Street Glide is they do have a 117 horsepower. I mean, not horsepower, but 117 engine,
Cubic inch.
cubic inch, and that would probably be close. Probably take that engine, and then actually, you know what? I think they have a bigger one than that. I have to look it up.
No.
I think there's a bigger than the 117. I think because they have a crate engine that you can get now that you can put in your Street Glide.
Wow.
I had to look it up.
But yeah, BMW is coming out with the super bagger.
Yeah, so I mean that thing is just quick.
It's a monster, yeah.
Okay, just found out they have a 131 cubic inch V-twin Harley Davidson engine. That's the biggest crate engine you can get for that thing.
That thing's
It's a-
huge.
It's a 2147 cc engine.
2150. Holy cow.
But here's the thing: you can take the engines that we have, and you can bump it up to that with just adding a cam, adding the stage 3 kits, and you can make it where it is a hot bike.
I mean, literally, probably in
most
second
bikes will be
gear.
able to keep up with you.
Yeah, probably with second gear, you'd be peeling the tires.
Yep.
Maybe in first gear.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
cool.
you know, thinking about that kind of speed, you know, that's just crazy.
Right. That's pretty cool. But yeah, BMW is setting out to
Yeah.
conquer
Got to
the
get
bagger world. You know,
I think-
it may be faster. I saw a picture of it. I wasn't really. To me, it kind of looked like a bullet bike with bags on it. I mean, it didn't really look like a cruiser. So
Yeah, it reminded me of a crotch rocket with bags, you know?
rock with bags.
Yeah.
You know? So, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, whatever you're interested in.
Yeah. I mean, we're not knocking BMW, you know. It's
Oh
just,
no.
You know,
BMW makes some pretty interesting stuff.
and they're probably a lot reliable than other bikes out there, you know?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, no, I'm not dogging either one, Harley or BMW.
yeah.
Again, it's back to opinion. Whatever you're happy with, you know, whatever floats your boat.
And also depends on, too, is whatever floats your boat and what you can afford at that time.
Oh
you know?
yeah, and I can't remember what they were saying that cost, like 24 or something. Wasn't that what was it? 24
Yeah.
grand.
Well,
Something
that
like that.
engine, that 131 cubic inch engine is like 10 grand by
Woo!
the engine by itself. So just imagine with that engine, well, you know, buying the bike without the engine is probably a good, you know, because mine was with the 107, well, out the door, it's supposed to be about 21, but I got it for 18. But just imagine buying the bike without the engine, let's say even 15 grand and dropping another 10 on there.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So,
Imagine that thing is huge. I mean, you got it. You probably have to change the way you sit on the bike just to
oh yeah.
accommodate that motor. You know.
Well,
Well, speaking
Go
of
ahead.
big motors, I'd like to just one time ride one of the Boss Hogs
Well,
that
do
has
you,
Oh, the V8 ones.
their
yeah.
V8 motors on it.
Well,
Yeah.
do
I,
you remember Wizard when we were out getting tires for the dyno? They had that one bike in there that was a custom that had a Corvette engine in it. It was Bikes on the Bayou.
Wow.
They
yep.
in the storeroom they had a Corvette L1 in a bike, and yet there was a push button, red button that said start. You know, you start that thing, and it was just mad. So
You
just
know,
basically,
if you look into it, people are crazy with motorcycles. I was looking one day. I typed in rotary engine for like a Wankel motor,
yeah.
and they have motorcycles that have rotary airplane motors. You know, the big rotaries.
Oh my god.
People have put those on bikes. It's like, are you out of your mind?
they
You know,
they
what I
they
mean,
wanna
people
they're
do
trying
some
to
crazy stuff. Let's just say that.
yeah they're trying to break records at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just nuts. But
'Cause, I mean
that
they
was
had
pretty
some
cool.
yeah they had some shows like that too where they had the big 18 wheelers without the trailers that had the rotary jet engines on there like racing, you
Oh
know.
yeah, sure.
So
Yeah,
I can see them putting that on the bike too at that point.
no, no, no. It's interesting. I mean, if there's anything to do with cars or bikes, somebody's probably done it. You know, rocket engines, jet engines. You know,
Yeah.
rotary airplane engines. Somebody has put those on those vehicles because
Somewhere
it's just not
sometime.
right. People do it. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's
Guys,
crazy. So yeah, I wanna see those. Let me see that business card again because
yeah,
that
show
was
the
pretty
business
sharp.
card. So
Okay.
guys, don't forget to subscribe to Mothership Motorsports, his YouTube channel. Also Wizards World, his YouTube channel, and Back Road Bikers. Subscribe to his channel. Not backyard, but back roads.
And there's the business
Good
card
luck.
for TexasRider.com.
TXWriter.com.
Yep,
Very good.
TXRider.com.
That's all the tips and
Cool.
tricks, all your LED needs and other accessories and reviews that we're gonna have on there.
And visit our webpage, visit our sites, and come see us again.
That's right.
Absolutely. Oh wow, look at that. Angie showed up. We're about off the
Yes.
end. Angie shows up.
I think she was actually on there because I could hear
Nah,
her in the
whatever.
background yelling.
Whatever.
Yeah. There you go. So get this hooked us up on the YouTube channels. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Check us
And,
out next week because we may have a special guest from over the pond.
Yes, exactly. That's a key hint. Over the pond. We're trying to make that into the works, and of course his time is going to be like 3 in the morning by the time we're up and running the show. But hopefully he can make it. But if you guys have any more questions, comments, suggestions,
You can email James at tx.com, txwriter.com, or you can email me at jim at txwriter.com.
if you have any
And we will answer your questions and get back to you.
if you have any questions for the shows, any topics you want to you want to listen to, any ideas, suggestions, go ahead and email us, and we'll get back with you on that. And then
Always trying to make it better.
always trying to make it better, but we're here to hang out, have fun, and glad you guys could join us.
Yep.
On that note, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Have you guys have a safe week. Stay safe out there with COVID and everything, and we guys will see you next week. Take it easy.
See ya.
Hey,